Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Today, we are going to see the alphabet in Spanish. You already saw the pronunciation of the letters, but this video will be about the phonetics of certain letters. I have highlighted some of the letters that we're going to see in this video, and we're going to start with B. B. Now, B and UB have the same pronunciation in Spanish. Now, I know that in English you say B and V, but in Spanish it's just B and V. The pronunciation is exactly the same. I say bueno, good, and I say vaca, cow. The pronunciation is exactly the same. Okay, now we go with the letter C, C in English. Now, C has two sounds, and it depends on the letter that follows this letter. It could be like the S or like K. Okay? So if the letter that follows C, it's a weak vowel, like E or I. So C-E, C-E. The sound, the pronunciation is like S. Okay, let's Cecilia or Cine. Let's think of another one with CE. Cemento. Or with CE. Cisne. Okay, so it sounds like an S. C or C. But if the letter that follows the letter C, it's a strong vowel or a consonant, the sound is like a K. So it will be CA, CO, and CU. A, O, U are the strong vowels. Okay, so CA, casa. You see how it's not the S sound, it's K, like casa, casa. This is house. Coco, coco. It's not so, it's coco, because the O is a strong vowel. Or culebra, snake. It's not culebra, it's culebra, culebra. Now, if we have a consonant, let's say L, the sound is also like the K. Chloro, bleach. Okay, so again, the letra C has two sounds depending on the letter that follows that letter. If it is a weak vowel, like E or I, the sound is like S, like Cecilia or Cine or Cemento. But if the vowel is strong or it's a consonant, it has like K sound, okay? Casa, coco, culebra, cloro. Okay, seguimos with, let's continue with the next letter, that is the letter G. Now, G have also two sounds. We have a soft sound and a strong sound. And it also depends on the vowel, if the vowel is weak or if it is strong. So GE and GI has a soft sounds like Gerardo or gente, like people. For Gilberto. Gilberto is a name. Or Gibran is also a name. And the strong sound of the G, it sounds like go, like gold or go. And the vowels will be GA, GO, and GU. Also, if it is a consonant, let's think of GL. This is not ja, this is ga. Gato, cat. Gota. Gutierrez. Glucosa. This is g. The first, if it is the first couple of examples, there's soft sound. And the second group of examples, there's the strong sound of the G. Okay, let's continue with the next letter, which is the H. Now the H, it's silent. It doesn't have a sound. Like hola. You see, we ignore the H and we start with the O. Hola. Hotel. It's not hotel, it's hotel. We just ignore the H. We have to put it there, we have to write it, but we don't pronounce it. Okay, so the next one will be alcohol. Alcohol. It's not alcohol, it's alcohol. Okay. We continue with the next letter, which is the letter L, but not really L, but double L. This is the edge. This is not on the alphabet anymore, but you'll see it in some words like lluvia. You know, the pronunciation of the letter L in Spanish is L, like lady. But if it is double L, it's like j, lluvia. Calle, street. Lluvia, it's rained. Calle, it's the street. The next letter will be the letter Q in Spanish. Now, the letter Q sounds like a K. And in Spanish, it always goes with QU. This queso, cheese. You see how I don't pronounce the U and the sound is like a K? So it's like queso, cheese. Or quesadilla. Or ¿qué? Like what? ¿Qué? Okay, then the next letter that I want to talk about is R. Now the letter R, it's not really the letter R, but double R, which is also not in the alphabet anymore, because there were some changes some years ago and they removed some letters. Like there were the double letters, like double L, double R, the CH, which is sh, la CH. So the double R, well, the R, it depends on the position of the letter on the word. If it is at the beginning, we're going to have a strong sound, like radio, radio. If it is in the middle, it will have a soft sound, like caro, caro, expensive. But if it is in the middle and it's double R, we have a strong sound, carro. It is the same sound as if it was at the beginning of the word. Radio, carro. If it is in the middle, it will be soft, caro. It's a pero, which is but. Perro, which is dog, is we need to roll the R. Perro. Let's think of another example with double R. If it is at the end, like calor, is also strong. Calor, or which is a hot. It's hot. Okay, and the next letter, the last one, will be the Y or Y. Some people call it Y or Y. And the sound of this letter, it's more like, it depends if it is at the beginning or at the end. If it is at the beginning, like Yolanda, Yolanda, or yoga, yoga. But if it is at the end, it will be like an I. Muy, muy, like very. Or I, I. It is the same letter, but it depends on the position. It has a different sound. I, it means there is or there are. We just have one word for those two words. There is, there are, it's I in Spanish. Okay, and I think that's it. Oh, one last thing with the G. We also have this combination of letters, G, U, and then a weak vowel. It could be E or I, like G, U, E, it's ge. Sounds like go in English. So ge, war. Or G, U, I, it's gi, guitarra. Or hamburguesa. We don't pronounce the U. And if it is this combination, we're gonna ignore the sound of the U and we're gonna have a strong sound for the next vowel. So it will be guerra, guitarra, hamburguesa. Now, there are some letters in Spanish where you have to pronounce that U, but you will see these 2 points on top of the U, like pingüino, penguin. If you see this 2 points on top of the U, that means that you need to pronounce the U. Pingüino, pingüino, or bilingüe, bilingual, bilingüe. We pronounce the Y, the U, and the E, bilingüe. Or lingüística, linguistic. But we don't have many words with this sign on the U. And I think that's it. Oh, also the S and the Z in Spanish, they have the same pronunciation. Okay, if it is Samantha, it is the same as zapato, shoes. We don't have a difference on the pronunciation of these two letters. It's just when you write it, we have to respect the grammar, but on the pronunciation, it's the same. And that's it for the alphabet. I hope you learned something, and I see you soon. Adios.